You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're
Hey,
great.
Derek.
Are we gonna have nicknames for each other each episode?
You're
I think
great.
we should.
You're great.
I'm Underboob. That's the original. That's the OG. So you're Nev Nips. I'm
great.
Underboob.
Oh wait, let's not give away the studio production value we have here.
It's pretty low.
You're probably going to sing anyway, so you might as well just use
That's
that
a good
part,
point.
You know? I'm a little upset that you think that's so funny.
Why?
Because I don't know how to do this podcast
You know-
unless we look into each other's eyes.
It's just the fucking generation jacking themselves off.
It's easy to hate something that's really
But
good.
everyone listening is cool, and all of the cool people are going to that show.
We should do. This is a positive podcast. That's what we're going for.
Yeah,
we're
that was, like, the difference.
People are gonna be like listening to this and like, it's so fucking happy.
Is the feel good movie review.
Eventually going to put out a CD just of Mike
Of me singing random songs.
Yeah, it's got a little tingly.
You got a little tingly?
Feel good. Right there.
Guys,
Turned down
I think,
for what?
I think that's turned down for Hug Life.
Okay.
Okay.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great. Hey,
You're
Nick.
great, Nick, you're great.
You're great.
Nick, you're great.
Nick,
Nick, you're great. Nick, you're great. I said,
You're
Nick.
great. No.
If you say it too fast, I said, Nick, you're great. If you say it too quickly,
Yeah,
it sounds terrible.
There was that thing on Nickelodeon when I was a kid. It was called Nick or Treat, and the announcer
Nick or treat?
not enunciate.
No. Jesus.
Nick, you're great. Nick, you're great.
Nick,
You're
you're
great.
great.
You're great.
Mike.
Nick, you're
You're
great.
great. That's good. Afterwards, that's good. You're great.
You're great,
Nick.
Mike.
Nick, you're great.
gotta
You're
put a
great,
comment
Nick.
in.
Nick, you're great.
Monica, you're great.
I can't believe that. Best beginning to a podcast ever. Welcome to the Hug Life Podcast. I'm Monica Nevi.
And I'm Mike Coletta.
And this is the Hug Life Podcast.
we
I
have a
can't believe we
guest.
started that
We
way.
have a guest.
I'm so ashamed. My mom listens to this.
Oh.
Pressure's on Nick. Nick Sahoyah's here.
Hi,
You're-
Mike's mom.
Yeah.
What's up, Jackie?
And Pam, my mom. Those are
Hi,
our two
Pam.
listeners. And you. And you're on. So
No, I listened to it, so I won't be listening to this one. You'll have one less subscriber.
Damn it.
I already heard it. What's the point?
He's like, I got on and then I just unsubscribed.
Unsubscribe. That was my goal.
So let's talk about our shows this week before we actually get rolling, because we do this and we forget to plug our shows. My show, what keyword show
I like it.
is I have a very slow week, and I'm at the Columbia City Theater on the day this drops on January 28th with Andrew Rivers, and there's a bunch of good people there. Fun Comics. Dylan Avila will be there. Aaron Engel will be there. Other people will be there that I don't remember the poster, so I forgot to mention you, but it's going to be great. It's going to be a good show. So, Nick, Monica, where are you guys going to be?
Sounds
first,
super.
Monica.
Okay.
I have 1,000.
Oh, good. That's good. That's exciting because I only have one as well. That's exciting. On Thursday, I will be at the Comedy Underground doing some time on the show that they have there. It's called The Big Show. There's a class. There's a UW class, stand-up class, and Peter Gray has me come and speak to them every quarter. And then
Do you do a lecture?
Kind of. It's weird. It's actually really weird. But
Professor Monica.
Professor, I'm just there to ruin the future of comedy, really. That's all I'm doing. Hey.
I know.
But then they have a big show. They learn how to write jokes, I guess. And then they have a show to do their 5 minutes that they worked on during the class.
How's that usually?
It's okay.
Yeah?
Some are better than others. A couple of people
Wait, what age is
take
it?
the class again. It's like adults.
Oh, okay.
He also teaches a high school one, and I've spoken at that one also, but yeah.
Nice.
Just
teaching's
this is my
fun.
writing process. It's something funny happens, and then I try to connect it to genitals. I don't know. That's it
Bring
right
it
there.
up.
That's it.
Bring it back to dicks, butts, and vaginas,
Yep.
kids. Kids, that's weird.
So I'll be at that big show on Thursday with Corey Michaelis and Scott Lassie.
Comedian Corey Shahalis? That's what his fake.
Nope.
He has a fake Facebook. It's called Inside Jokes Are Great on a Podcast.
No, that's
Nick,
good.
what's your-
Especially with people who are not here, and that's great.
So this does come out on Wednesday?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
it comes out on Wednesday the 28th.
I also have a show that night, so don't go to Mike's
Ooh,
unless
shit.
you're closer to that one, I guess. Then go to the one that you're closer
Where's
to.
your show?
It's at the Underground.
You guys should definitely go to Nick's show.
We're taking over Brett Hamill's show, me and the Boring Time guys.
Oh, you're taking it over?
Yeah. Well, just for not forever.
No, not forever.
You
Just for the night. Yeah.
You killed
Brett.
Brett?
Brett is dead.
and now you guys win. You guys win his show.
And then
of
Alicia
war.
Sanchez and I think Jack Ballard are also going to be on that. And then I'm doing the Gateway show at Jai Tai 2 Fridays from now. Saturdays.
The Gateway?
Yeah, it's like a pot show. Can we talk about Do we get explicit? If we
yeah,
talk
we
about
get really
pot?
fucking explicit.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You can talk about all the
I almost
fucking drugs you want.
I kind of said the N-word opening this podcast, so I think we're good to do whatever we want.
Oh yeah.
It's not just a positive podcast; it's a fucking positive
It's a
podcast.
fucking very
Yes.
positive fucking podcast.
And then, one more thing I want to plug, other than Boring Time will be appearing at a bunch of places in the near future. But the other thing I want to plug is I'm going to be the co-host for Alicia Sanchez's new show at Eclectic Theater. It's called Not Too Late with Alicia Sanchez.
That's
Yay!
exciting. I didn't know you were going to be the co-host. That's
It's a new development. We've only met once about it,
Oh,
but I believe it's official.
Good.
Pretty soon they're going to meet twice.
they're gonna,
Yeah.
and then the
Tomorrow,
shit's gonna
I
go
don't
down.
want to reveal
Oh,
too much.
shit.
You want to tell us more about Boring Time a little bit?
Boring Time is just like a variety kind of gig. We do it's me, Wilfred Padua, Travis Watt, and Brent Flyberg. Sometimes Milan Patel, sometimes Tyler Schnupp, sometimes Tanner and Aaron.
So it's real organized.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
tight.
it's great.
It's like you have the Avengers, and then you have the people that come in and do guests in the Avengers.
Yeah.
Do they have
Yeah.
guest spots for superheroes? Is that how that
Yeah,
works?
sometimes Spider-Man's an Avenger. You never know.
Sometimes he was an X-Man once, too.
He was. He's kind of floated around a lot.
Yeah, he's a group hopper.
Yeah.
He's a scene hopper.
Yeah, Monica, we're blowing.
Spider-Man's a slut.
Spider-Man, you're a spider slut. Am I right?
I hope, man.
Do you see the? Okay, we got to talk about Boring Time before we.
No,
talk
that's
about
enough. It's really good,
And
and you
it's
should
usually
see
at
it.
Well, 'cause-
Scratch. Is that
Well,
right?
we're
Or-
not at Scratch anymore.
Not at Scratch
yeah,
anymore.
but we'll be popping around. I can't say any venues other than Comedy Underground, but we will be doing some venues around town
Okay.
until we find a permanent
Nice.
home.
Cool. Well, check them
Let's
out.
go because I wanted to actually ask you about the fake comedy festival you guys
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Or is it? No, it was a real comedy festival.
No,
I'm sorry.
it was a
He's
real
got his
comedy
shirt
It
on.
was a
festival.
real
That's
comedy
great.
festival.
Yeah.
'Cause
There was lanyards. There was T-shirts. It was a real
It was
festival.
a festival because
Yeah.
there were people on Facebook putting this fake comedy festival, and then some people were like, "It's a comedy festival." I'm like, "What is it?"
That's all it takes to be at festival. Actually, is
Have lanyards, badges?
That's it. No, just lanyards.
Oh, just lanyards?
That's it.
Well, our tagline for the whole thing was technically Seattle's best comedy festival because it's just
the
a
only
big
one.
fun joke, and I think we had a lot of fun with it. I couldn't actually be at that one, so I missed it. I was out of town.
How'd you
I just thought
hear
it's
about
funny
it?
because there are some people that are like, Seattle should have a comedy festival, and then they try to talk about it and they argue about it for
Yeah.
a long time on the internet.
The
and
last
yeah.
they don't
three
do it.
times we've ever brought it up, it's just got
It's
this
just
huge
pure
argument.
vitriol
And I'm
and
like,
Can't
hatred.
have nice things.
we can't,
Not
we
in
cannot
Seattle.
Not have nice things. No. Also, don't forget to follow us all on Twitter. We're all on Twitter. I'm me Coletta on Twitter.
And I'm Monica Nevi.
I'm just at Sahoyah, but the Sahoyah has an H at the end.
The Sahoyah.
Not your fault if you didn't know that, but it happened.
But you're
But now
still
you
wrong.
know.
Yeah, you are
If
technically
you didn't say
wrong.
your fault, but,
Now
you
you
are wrong.
know. And then also like us on Facebook, and then subscribe and rate and review in iTunes. That would be very sweet of you to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I took the headphones off because we're being really loud. If you guys are wondering why, we have great sound. That's why.
Are we
Okay.
being too loud?
No, you're not being too loud. It's louder in the headphones
I
than
can
what it actually
whisper.
produces to be. No, don't whisper.
You sure?
You're gonna get really
Yeah,
close to
no,
the
it's going to
microphone.
be. Yeah.
Can we think about doing a whisper cast?
Yeah, we could do a whisper cat. Don't Why did you make that noise? Why did you make that noise? It's the worst noise.
Right when Mike put his headphones on, Monica made that gross noise.
It's the worst noise in the world.
It's so funny, though.
Okay, well, the first thing I have on my list to talk about is talk about Nick in an exclamation.
Well, sometimes when I'm being cute with my boyfriend, I'll go up to his ear and I'll go,
I'm so happy I didn't have the headphones in.
Yay.
Gosh,
Funny.
I don't like the. I don't like that noise. I better do it because I don't have the headphones on. Oh God!
I don't know what it sounds like on the actual podcast.
You want to hear it?
No, I know what it
You
sounds
wanna
like in
listen to it now.
headphones. That's why I do it, because I think it's funny when you have the headphones on.
You're so terrible and
I-
mean to me.
I'm sorry.
You're great.
Thanks.
you guys are both great.
You're great. You're great. You're totally
So
embracing this a lot more than our
fun.
last guest did. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I like great things.
Jay Hollingsworth did
who
not like all
doesn't
the
like
positivity.
great things? You know, you're weird if you don't like great things.
You're weird. Hey, you're weird.
You're
weird.
You're weird. You're weird. You're great, but you're weird. I think you're great, but you really need to change things in the weird
I saw a
spectrum.
Dr. Seuss quote the other day that said, "You have to be odd to be number one." Ooh.
Ooh.
Mic
Seuss.
drop. See
Killing
you
it.
later.
Mic drop. Monica left. Nick, you're now the
He's
co-host,
gone.
and she's done.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're already catching on so well.
It's big shoes to fill around here.
Say you're great, make each other laugh, and don't really care how this comes out. We got the Hug Life podcast. I actually was going to talk about this too, because we'll talk about Nick later, but this is about Nick. Let's talk about Nick, baby. Let's talk about Mount Navy. I actually was talking about because I noticed you do web stuff. It was pretty good. Did you like
Web
that one?
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes she doesn't like my songs. This one she liked.
I thought that was a great one. That was a great
good.
ad lib.
Oh, thank you.
Great one though,
Hey,
because
you know
that
what?
means that there were ones that
were
weren't
not
great.
great. Yeah.
This is a positive podcast.
Yeah,
God.
we're only going to talk about the good ones.
Hold back tears. Because you do a lot of web video stuff too.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I'm working on some new projects, and I also think that Boring Time will have some kind of video component as well. So
Ooh.
hopefully I'll be on there a lot more.
That's
Dude, there's a lot
exciting.
of shows that I really like that have the video. Like Derek has the show, the Laugh Riot show, and they use video stuff too.
They do?
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
I didn't even know that.
yeah.
They
It's
have-
not like they have Bettina McKelvey come and do odd YouTube videos that aren't really well known, that don't have a lot of
It's
views,
like
that are kind of
100 views.
Bettina
or less.
would have the deep
Dude,
cuts.
she's really
from
good at
YouTube.
it, and they're
We-
so funny.
We saw one that was a lady singing the Star Spangled Banner in front of a green
fuck.
screen in the creepiest way possible. It was so. It was just.
And she
irk.
she got the words wrong at one point. And I was like, oh, God.
But yeah, so
Some
I like.
80 garb.
I think it's fun to break because they do it sometimes. I've seen some Bridgetown and stuff where they do comedy shows where they break it up with sketches video. I think it works. I think it works really well.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
super fun.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what we're going to try and do that with Boring Time. And then I think the ones maybe you've seen are the monsoon season ones.
Yeah, that's what I've seen.
Those were definitely, we have 2 or 3 scripts for what's going to happen next, but she's just so busy right now.
I bet.
Busy little drag queen.
Yeah, she's amazing.
You're a busy drag.
That's actually, that could be a quote from the show she was on.
You're a busy drag.
Yeah, I love drag queens, and I've always been a little bit jealous that you
could meet
do that.
her.
I would like to. No, well, Robbie Turner is
Robbie's great.
great, and
Robbie's
a
great.
friend of mine. Robbie's great. Can we have Robbie and Jinx on? That'd be fun. But so I've always kind of been aware of what Jinx is doing because of Robbie. But then I was watching monsoon season just because I want to marry a drag queen secretly.
Oh my god, that's
Can we
such a
work that
brilliant workaround.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yes. Anyways, that's mine.
Dude, I'm looking up Jinx Monsoon official website.
Oh, you could probably
Yeah.
find some pictures of me on there if you go into the photo section.
I was gonna look at video because I have the ability to play video.
Are we going to do
Mike, do
B-roll
you
on
know
this
who
podcast?
Jinx is?
No,
You don't.
I don't. But there's a very, very long bio on the website. The making of Jinx Monsoon.
I think probably Jinx wrote that herself late at night and insisted that it be put on there.
That's great. She's a drag queen that's from Seattle, but she won RuPaul's Drag Race.
Okay,
Yeah.
you were telling me about this.
Yeah.
What does it take to win RuPaul's Drag Race? What do you have to
You
do?
gotta be fierce.
You got to be quirky
Fierce
and
as
fierce. And no, you do got to be fierce as fuck.
Dude, I want to make the name of the podcast Fierce as Fuck. But next time we put something that said fuck on iTunes, they starred it on the episode guide.
Don't trust the bee in apartment 23.
Yeah. Fierce as F.
That's still not a bad title.
Fierce as F.
Fierce
Yeah.
as F.
It's a series of competitions.
Is it like
Being
other...
a drag queen.
This is the
I
thing
don't
I
know.
don't like about reality shows. I quit watching Survivor because they ran out of ideas.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You have to see someone fight over a Snickers bar for the 14th time before you're just kind of I gotta call
get
it.
it.
Okay.
But you were really into Survivor before.
I was
He
really
had-
into
He
it.
Ooh,
had
I
one
watched
of
the
the
first
orange
6
tube tops.
seasons.
I wanted the orange
Something.
tube top so bad. Dude, I wanted the orange. Oh man.
How many of the locations can you name? I bet I could name
Ooh.
7.
This is
I
what's
got
funny.
nothing.
Okay, they did Australia.
Australia, no.
They did-
That was the second one.
That was the second one. What was the first one? Fiji? No.
It was
When was it?
Burma?
Burma. It was Burma. That was
Ooh.
one that Richard Hatch won, and he's
Yeah.
the nudist, and everyone's like,
Yeah.
"Who's this crazy guy?"
He's
Oh,
And that was
man.
Walking
so
around
weird to see on
naked.
TV, a guy walking naked
Just
on a
with-
beach.
just with a Vaseline blur around his crotch. It was before censorship was black bars. It was just you can kind of see my dick. It's just oh, hey.
I bet he had a huge dick.
think
Just
so?
huge. I mean,
Well,
yeah.
why else would you?
Right, he's just walking around.
He's got the
why he
longest
won.
blurry. He's got the longest blurry box I've ever seen.
That blurry box. She's got that blurry box.
Is that a rap jam?
Blurry box is the name of the podcast now. That's the name right now. I love naming as we go along.
Oh God.
Okay, Australia. Burma was the first one.
Marquesas was 4. I remember that for some reason.
Didn't they do Fiji? They did Fiji.
They couldn't have not.
I think there was a Fiji.
Thailand? There was Thailand.
That was 5.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what?
Africa,
you know what?
3.
No, dude, we can make this a game. We can make this a game right now. So what?
I think that's as far as I could get.
I haven't even got any. So
You haven't gotten any.
I'm 5
I knew
ahead.
Australian Outback. That's it.
Okay, you can take that one.
Thank you.
You're great.
You're great. Okay.
I
Oh.
hope someone's playing the drinking game this one. 'cause this is a
Okay.
great one.
So they divided by continent.
Ooh.
So in Africa they did Kenya.
I would devise by season. Divide.
Device.
I would
that's
Devise a
devise.
plan.
that's what I was trying. I was trying to remember. I knew season 3 was in Africa. It was in Kenya.
Ooh.
And then season 4 was in French Polynesia.
Marquesas.
Where's Marquesas at? Is that what that's called?
That's
Marquesas?
4. Yeah.
And then 5 was Thailand.
I just remember learning the name of that place when I was like 13.
Marquesas.
Great.
Everyone loves. They've done Brazil twice.
Well, what's not to like about Brazil?
Right.
And the Amazon, like that's like the definition of like you're out there. You know what I mean?
Surviving.
They never put them on like a shitty desert island in the middle of nowhere.
There's just no resources.
And they're like, hey,
Just
there's-
like waving to
guys,
people.
there's
like,
no challenges this time. You just got to sit here and you guys figure it out. Okay, we'll see.
You know that hypothetical? What would you take? What 3 items would you take? This is it. This is on. This is all it is.
Survivors turn into the Hunger Games and happened really quickly. So,
Just kill each other.
Survivor Death Valley.
oh, that's a good
Just
one.
drop them in the middle.
They did China, but I have no idea how they were able to do that, like with international laws and get things approval. You know what I mean?
Oh, China's got a booming entertainment field. No, it's true. That's why That's why Iron Man had like the third Iron Man had like weird scenes that they shot just for the Chinese release.
Really?
And even Chinese people thought that was dumb.
Like,
Well, I'm
we see
looking,
what you're doing.
I'm looking here, and there was like, I this is kind of where I jumped off. I jumped off when they did jumped off of it. I jumped off actually
off the bandwagon. Like
off
you
the
just
bandwagon
jumped off the wagon.
at
Got it.
Thailand. I jumped off at Thailand.
Really?
Yeah. First, I think I just stopped watching TV.
Thailand was the one where that gross porn star won.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't remember if it was revealed that he was a porn star like before or after he won, but
Why,
he's just
do
this
you-
like gross blonde Britney
Do you
Spears
mean
guy.
Brian, do you mean Brian Haydick? Because
Yeah.
he's right here right now from
Yeah, it was
Burtonsville,
Brian.
Maryland.
Wait, what was the
Blurnsville?
season where
Burtonsville.
Burtonsville.
I need to enunciate more before I stop dropping more N-bombs on accident.
Yeah, be careful. What was the season where they did like 2 of the finalists that got married?
I think that was Big Brother.
Just the wrong TV.
Maybe I don't know. I swear to God, there was.
It's
It's like Rob and Amber. or something.
Oh, I remember Boston Rob.
Yeah.
He was a character
Boston.
on Marquesas.
Boston
okay?
Rob.
See, I know what I'm saying.
Well, you never know with those because sometimes they'll like propose at the finale, but then you never know. There's no follow up. You never see them get married.
That's true.
There's never a bachelor about them.
About
Maybe there
Boston
should
Rob.
be.
I think
Boston
that
Rob should be the
I
bachelor.
know exactly what Boston Rob looks like right now. I remember his face, but
he's
I
got a
can't find
big brick face.
one. Big brick
He's
face.
super ugly.
He's got
and
tribal tattoos.
Terrible accent. That guy.
Terrible. Is his name Crowley? Is his last name?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh man, is this Nope, that's an old dude. That's a really old. This Survivor has been going on now.
They were doing like 2 a year for a while, like The Voice.
Okay, you guys.
Voice.
Now, we're gonna
Survivor,
play.
The
We're gonna play.
Voice.
Guess how many seasons? Guess how many seasons of Survivor they've done.
Monica, I'll let you go first.
Season. So if they were doing 2, like,
For a while.
does that count as a season?
Yeah.
Or is that?
Seasons. How
Okay.
many seasons?
I would say 20.
20. How many do you think?
I'm gonna go 28.
29.
Wow.
And they're planning a 30, and it's called.
That's where it's gonna go off
and
the
it's-
rails.
it's-
Somebody's gonna die.
It's
on that
called
one.
Worlds Apart.
Has anyone died? No one's
Oh
died.
shit! I bet they're gonna
Oh
do like
my
one
God.
tribe on one island.
Is it gonna be in space?
Can I read the description for you?
Is
'Cause
it gonna
this is
be in
really
space?
terrible.
I want to hear it.
3 tribes of 6 divided by social class.
Oh, perfect.
White collar versus blue collar versus no collar.
It's gonna be real
no
racist
collar?
real
Nothing-
quick.
Unemployed, or-
nothing can go wrong there. Nothing socially
Sounds
unacceptable
like a
could go
terrible-
wrong
Is
there.
it
all the
unemployed
rich people?
people?
Are gonna die.
Yeah. No, this sounds like a great show.
It's gonna be wow. That's
Dude, and then they did one before that was 9 pairs of new players, each with a pre-existing relationship divided onto 2 tribes of 9. like they just kept changing the format where they're like, these people know each other and they can't tell everyone else they know each other, but they boned and now they're on an island and they're eating rice together.
You know what's the last one I
Sparks
watched
fly.
was All Stars, and after All Stars I couldn't get excited anymore.
Yeah, and All Stars.
That was like 9.
that was
season
that
9.
was season 8
8.
in the Pearl Islands of Panama. I'm really great.
That
at
was the
Wikipedia,
pirate
you guys.
one. I can't believe how much memory retention I have for Survivor, and I can't remember like what I had for breakfast.
No, I remember like the winner of Survivor Australia or Survivor Africa.
Oh, I
but
can tell you-
can't remember Long Division.
It was Colby. Season 2. It was Colby,
Season 2.
That is-
Colby.
I remember him.
and then he was in a Gillette commercial.
I just-
Why
You
do
know
I
what's
know
funny?
so much about?
Yeah.
You know
Oh
what's
my
funny?
God.
It wasn't Colby.
That
It wasn't?
one or what?
He was the runner-up.
Oh.
You know who it was?
Oh, that girl one.
It was
Tina.
Tina Weston from Knoxville, Tennessee, y'all. Put some sweet cream with my rice.
I think the fact that Elizabeth Hasselbeck like got famous from that show.
Is that a Matt Hasselbeck's wife?
It's not Matt Hasselbeck; it's his brother.
B-
But
Ben Hasselbeck? I was just making up a name. I don't remember what it is.
Yeah, it's Ben.
It is?
No, I don't know his name. But anyways, she like that's like where it came, and now she's just famous, and it bothers me.
It bothers
I think
you?
that's when I
But
was
that-
like,
but the
really?
Kardashians doesn't
That
bother
girl? No.
Because she works
At
for
least
They
she
it?
don't live
fucked
on an
somebody
island.
for it.
You know what I'm
Yeah. No.
I would
Poor
love to
camera
see the
quality.
Kardashians on an island.
Yeah. Oh.
A Survivor
Season-
Kardashian crossover.
Sur-
They can just
Survivor
leave
31.
when they start a fire. Once they figure that out, they're allowed to leave.
She had like bugs in her legs, and that's why
Oh, gross.
she had to leave early, I think.
There was one guy who had to leave early because he inhaled some smoke and he fell into the fire and he burned his little hands.
I remember
I
that.
do remember that.
That was a sad
I
day.
think about that sometimes, just like whenever I'm around fires or alone and just contemplating life. I just think about that guy that fell face first in the fire.
Just
Like when you're
thinking
blowing
about
out like candles, like a lot of them. Are
I
you
just
like
imagine like what if I did just pass out this? We have a lot of candles in the house. Cameron loves candles.
Do you have a gas
Cameron
stove?
does
Because that could
candle-
happen.
love candles.
Oh no, we don't. But so,
Good.
yeah. Anyways, are we done talking about Survivor or?
No. I'm looking at my Facebook tabs right now, and it goes from the Hug Life plan to our quiz today to Jinx Monsoon, and then just to Survivor. It just jumps over, and I'm like, "What is like? Where have I gone from this?"
God.
Dude, actually, okay. Do you keep up with the Kardashians then?
Me?
No, I'm talking to Monica because you said you don't.
Not
I don't.
anymore.
Not anymore.
We've talked about this because I don't have cable to
Yeah.
watch it. I would though, for sure.
you would-
if
okay,
I
'cause
had
I was
E, I don't know
wondering-
if I would change the channel.
I
ever.
thought you just ditched out on it. I thought you were just like,
No.
I'm fucking done.
No, not at all. And I watched all the spin-offs and all of it. I am a trashy person. I love the girls next door also. That was
I think I would almost rather watch The Girls Next Door because I think I've seen a little more of that.
Oh, the girls. That's the Playboy one, right?
Yeah, those girls are fun. They're wacky. Who knows what they're gonna do next?
I never got into. I don't know why.
Wacky.
Those crazy girls.
When you put 3 hot blonde girls in a mansion, oh, I don't know.
Hilarity ensues. There's a lot of hand signals done on this podcast that no one can see.
I mean, if people could see the hand signals, I think they'd be like subscribing to Hulu
They'd
through
be
you.
like, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Dude, we gotta get that Hulu money.
Gotta get that sweet Hulu.
Because right now we
dough.
get no money. Monica,
no, I
am
don't
I not being
keep up
paid
with
for
the
this?
Kardashians.
Yeah.
Well, I pay attention. I follow all of them on Twitter and Instagram and those types of things. Yes.
So you more check in with the Kardashians.
Yeah.
Checking in with the that's their website. That's their web series.
Check in with the Kardashians.
It's condensed.
It's
for
actually
your-
just someone filming me looking at their Instagrams. That's all it is. Checking in with the Kardashians.
and you just
Oh,
like
there's
kind
Scott
of-
in the back seat. Bruce is driving. That's actually a photo that Chloe just posted. And she said 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. And I was like, that is...
Why?
I don't know.
She just learned what it was today, and she
Maybe.
thinks it's hilarious.
Guys, it's a butthole joke. Guys, come on.
Scott's in the butthole. That's what she wanted to say.
You don't like Scott.
I don't like Scott.
Yeah, we've talked about this.
Scott Lassie.
Because you remember his big kind of like scene from Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
Yeah. was that him or was that
Scott
someone
Lassie,
else?
he gets
Yeah.
really drunk and then shoves a $20 bill in a waiter's mouth.
That kind of sounds like Scott.
Yeah.
Some nights.
Comedian Scott Lassie.
He would. The thing is, though, like the waiter would like thank him for it at the end
Right.
if it was Scott
He's
Lassie.
like, just kidding. He's like, you have a bird tattooed on your hand. I can't even be mad about it.
Do you guys want to guess how many seasons of Real World there are?
Is that show still on?
I'll go first on this one. I'm going to say 45.
45?
Whoa. I'm going to say...
Wait, does Road Rules count? Or
No,
is
this is just Real World.
I'm gonna retract that and say 28 again.
I'm going to go 35.
29, same as Survivor.
Damn.
And
they started at the same time, or is it just...
They didn't. They started. Real World started in '92. Survivor started. Yeah. It doesn't say which year it started.
2000 or 2001.
It was 2000. It was 2000. They just did way more.
It was way too much about Survivor.
It was a new...
Don't judge me for my Kardashian.
A new reality show for a new millennium, Survivor 2000.
Do you know what's rough about Real Worlds?
They made that Destiny's Child song about it.
I'm a survivor.
Yeah, and then the whole video was just them like doing Survivor stuff.
Yeah,
like making
woods,
fires,
eating rice, wearing tube tops.
Yeah,
they were camouflage.
Hanging out with Richard
yeah.
Hatch's dong.
Beyonce had a headband on.
His blurry dong.
What if he was just in the back, like fucking
like,
dancing?
I'm a survivor.
Richard's dong
Richard,
remix.
get out of here, Richard. Your scene was over.
You had your time.
He came back for that All-Stars one, I think.
But he didn't make it that far, I remember.
Yeah,
because he was too cocky.
You can't let the
cocky.
fucking one win.
No, I didn't even mean to do it.
Dick jokes.
Dick joke.
Was that our first one?
Dick jokes.
Nick,
What?
you are great.
You are
didn't even know.
great.
You're great. I actually was bummed out because I wanted to take and like look at the old Real Worlds. Like I wanted to watch the Seattle one because I'd never seen it.
You've never seen
This is
that?
a very early one, right?
That's season. I think it's season 7. Yeah, and I wanted to watch them, and you can't watch these anywhere. I can't find them anywhere.
Just like The Secret World of Alex Mack. I've tried.
Oh, you can't find it? No torrents either?
I guess I haven't tried torrenting in a while. It's not that I'm against it. It's just that I haven't found a reliable cafe to go to.
That was the thing, is I was always torrenting, and then I was worried because people...
I don't know why in my head that's like you being like, oh no, I don't do cocaine. Not because I'm against it, just because nobody has it right now. That's like
I can't find any cocaine right now.
Just can't seem to find it. That's all.
I wouldn't have sex with a prostitute. I mean, unless there were prostitutes around.
Is there one here? Because then that would be.
You guys got
different.
some torrents here?
Do you guys have a Coke Groupon? Do you guys have a Coke Groupon I could get?
He's got a tablet like in his coat pocket. You guys want some torrents?
Hey guys, psst, come over here. I heard you're looking for the life of Mac.
Alex Mack.
Psst, right, that's not even it. That's that bootleg copy of it.
I got 4 seasons of Shameless.
That's the one where she turns into a Capri Sun, right? That's Alex Mack.
Yeah, she turns into Capri
It's the same fucking thing as the commercial, the Capri Sun commercials. You remember when they drink it and they turn? That's what happens to her. Like
one guy came up with an algorithm for fake looking goo after they saw Terminator 2, and then they used it in Capri Sun commercials and Alex Mack for most of our childhood.
Yeah, that was it right
Dude, I didn't watch Alex Mack. I feel like I left out.
Did you watch Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I did watch that, but I didn't
hit
watch it
and
very
miss,
long.
but there's some good ones.
Not because I was afraid of it.
Yeah,
I am afraid
you
of it.
are
Thank
afraid.
you. I'm going to leave.
We have been doing this whole podcast in pitch black.
You guys don't like our candlelight podcast? It's really hard because I can't see the board, so we're not going to fix anything.
Nothing is on.
Monica, be careful blowing out those candles.
I was super into the game shows as a kid, like the Legends of the Hidden Temple.
I love Legends of the Hidden
And
Temple.
I liked that. I liked Guts a lot because I had a huge crush on the girl announcer that was British. She's like, they're kayaking right now. Like she was really into it.
She's a really good announcer
Yeah.
too, because you couldn't just sit
They have
there
to-
kayaking.
they have
Thanks, Mark.
They have to go to the one end of the pool, grab the yellow ribbon, bring it back,
Yeah.
take the red ribbon, high five their teammate. Like that's the whole show. And I was the aggro crack.
He's like, excuse me, I missed the instructions. Could you just say it again?
Could you run that by me again? Because I'm really confused right now.
Here you can see them being attached to a bungee cord. So it's a bungee cord.
Bungee cord. This episode sponsored by LA Gear.
Yes, and they all
would
have
always-
shoes.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon shows were great about giving away vacations to shitty places, like South Carolina. Or
You
something.
just want you in a 4-way trip and vacation to Kansas City, Missouri.
Our producer's got a condo there.
You got a cheap timeshare.
Just stay on my grandma's couch.
I also remember that because the Mike O'Malley, who was the head host of that show, got on that show Yes Dear, and then the whole time I was watching that really shitty sitcom Yes Dear, I only thought of the aggro crag. And I'm like, I can't get this out of my head. Like,
How did you feel when they made it the Mega Crag? I felt like
ashamed.
they jumped the shark.
I felt like my favorite part about that is there was like a volcano that would shoot glitter. That was the best. Like
Multicolored too.
Multicolored glitter, like it would just shoot silvery confetti glitter
If
everywhere.
that was
like,
a pride float, it would be the best one.
there has to be in like a pride parade an aggro crag that someone's made, right?
make
Just
one
like
this
monkey
year.
dudes climbing it
I just
instead.
did.
I'd be into that.
This the thing is, as a kid though, I was just like, I could totally climb that aggro crag. Just like sitting, like talking shit, like this guy doesn't know what he's doing. What are you fucking
That's
doing,
all
kid?
I would think when I would watch
Yeah.
those. I'd be like, oh, you fucking.
I got
idiot,
that with
whatever.
Legends of the Hidden Temple, where they
Yeah.
would they would go into one path and there would be a temple guard, and they would only have like one pendant because they're stupid and they fucked up in the main challenges. But they get
Dude.
so they like go
He's
in
right.
there,
This is,
and
yeah.
clearly they have cleared that space. You can now go through that room. There's no more temple card, and the fucking other kid goes in the other path and immediately hits another temple card. What are you thinking?
No, yeah, I was.
What do you
I was so pissed off. Like, well, there's obviously going to be a temple guard there, and like not realizing in my kid brain that it's all rigged, and they probably know exactly what they're going to do to make the kid not win.
Oh, do you
Like,
think there's a temple guard in every room?
I think so, and they
have
just-
them pop out.
and they just
No.
don't come out. I think they're just like all there. Like, okay, Steve, it might be your day today. You might get to hug a kid awkwardly and
Temple
pull him
guard
into the temple.
Steve.
You don't know, temple guard Steve.
There's one guy in that weird like
Temple guard,
vine
also
room that they never
security
got
guard.
to, and he just like has to sit there, and he's like, he comes back home after a long day of work. He's like, his wife's like, "Did they put you on today?" And he's like, "No, but I feel good about tomorrow."
feeling good.
Feeling
about
really
tomorrow.
good.
Think I'm
Also-
gonna grab a kid.
I also love grab a kid. I also love the idea of like, for me, they were just trying to teach like history lessons, but really half-assed.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
I got
Like,
nothing out of that.
Columbus sailed to the New World. Because of that, you have to grab a monkey pendant. Like, going in. Like, you're like, okay. all
Oh
right.
yeah, they would always like Da Vinci code it and be like, Christopher Columbus had a magical spyglass that he used to see America from Britain.
And it all was kind of like racist. Like
Probably.
Oh, totally.
the temple guards are like the
Oh, yeah. It was white dudes spray tan
indigenous people.
with feather, like,
Right,
tutus.
yeah.
And then, like, they
It was
had,
just
like,
Coachella
floral
kids.
headbands. We got these two guys from Burning Man. They're going to be temple guards.
Don't worry, they're gonna touch your kids.
He's high on mushrooms. He thinks he's a temple guard.
he is guarding the temple literally right now.
I always love the Olmec thing, too, that the choice is yours and yours alone. Yeah.
And like move its mouth really.
When he opened the door and he would just like be moan softly to himself.
Oh,
Oh, go in, children.
choice is yours and yours alone.
They're like, well, I have this helmet, so I'll be okay. Like
Open
Wrist
the door.
guards.
right there, like their wrist guards and knee pads and shit.
They have to wear those like what's it? The mouth guard.
guard. Yeah.
Guards in case they get an elbow to the face by a temple guard. It's like, pop. Oh, I'm so sorry.
You just see at the end, like he comes out just bleeding, but he's like, I got it. I don't care. I made it.
And like Legends of the Hidden Temple was like my favorite show. A lot of people go to the one. What's the one that had the big pool of like the ridiculous challenges, which was great.
Double Dare.
It was Double
Oh
Dare.
yeah,
Yeah.
still do.
That was a good show too, but I just love the fact that they're just half-assing history in Legends of the Hidden Temple. Like, they're
Right.
trying to make it
Like,
dangerous.
no, it's
when
educational.
not. Yeah, it's
I
not
wrote a
dangerous
whole
at all.
essay about Columbus's spyglass in fourth grade. Didn't get any credit.
He's like, this is wrong.
And that's how you get the monkey pendant, period. And then you close the paper and you stapled it and you're like, oh, that's an A. 100% that's an
Got
A.
that one right there.
Are you guys ready to hear some good news? We're getting sidetracked.
Good news.
Yes.
Good news. Okay, the first good news is they're both well actually they're both kitty cat related. Different kinds of kitty cats. Oh yeah. The first one is tiger numbers in India up from 1,400 to 2,226 in 7 years.
That's
Wow,
awesome.
That is great.
But those are really low numbers.
Do you think that's in part because of
200 tigers.
like tigers getting more exposure thanks to the interview?
Probably.
It's increased tiger awareness.
Well, actually, I'm not going to read the article because it says some stats that are pretty depressing in it. Yeah, like the headline was really positive, and then I read the article. I'm like, we're not finishing this.
We're
But the pretty much the gist of it is
It's like
tigers
people stop
are
eating
dying, and this is a good thing. And the reason that there are more tigers now is because they've armed guards. Like they've fully armed the National like Park Service in India.
Oh, so people can't.
and they fight poachers like.
They
like
should cut out the
gunfights.
middleman and just put the guns on the tigers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they
Ooh,
could just fight back.
lasers.
themselves.
Dude,
Oh,
gun
shit.
tigers.
Tigers with lasers on their heads.
Gun tigers.
Gun tigers.
Gun tigers.
Tiger blood.
Hey, Mike, I saw you strap that rifle that tiger's back. It has no way to
Yeah,
fire.
it's not
It'll
gonna
fire
be
it
able
with
to
its mind, bro.
It's scary enough, okay?
I put this tiger in a tank, and it's a tiger tank. Now that the cat's just pissed. It's in a metal box. That's all he did.
It's just trying to scratch it. That's what, yeah.
Gun tigers sounds like a kid's toy where they're like little tigers, and you
Gun
just turn them into little
tiger!
Nerf guns.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Dude, I have a Nerf gun in my
Tiger gun.
room that is a cobra snake, and it folds up and shoots like a dart.
Like an ass.
Yeah, it's the most inefficient thing in the world, and I bought it because it looked cool, and I have no regrets.
Why do you have that?
I have
currently?
I still have a lot of Nerf guns but they're behind my bed because it's where I keep my guns, and they're all Nerf guns.
Monica, do we need to...
Keep my gun. He's like, here's my gun safe.
Here's
And
my
when you
gun.
open it, it's just Nerf guns.
The right to bear Nerf
Guys, they're not
arms?
loaded. I keep that in the cupboard over there.
Right. Oh, my real guns? No, they're under the cushions.
Under the cushions. No, I put my Nerf guns in the safe, and I do have real guns, and they're just like under my pillow. It's loaded.
When I was in Kentucky, the guy we were staying with was like, if you find a gun under the couch, just assume it's loaded. And I was like, I'm not going to fucking touch a gun if I find it under
How
the
about
couch.
don't sit on your
He
couch.
said, is there a room that doesn't have any guns? And he's like, there's one. I was like, I'll be in there if anybody needs me.
And you just slept in the bathroom.
I did.
He's like, nope, the toilet gun. That's a toilet gun. In case you're sitting and you get assaulted.
Yeah, the bathroom was not the one room, so there must have been a gun in there somewhere.
The old toilet gun. It's in a plastic bag
Oh,
in
like
a
the
tank like the
Godfather.
Godfather.
You don't want to go out. Yeah, you don't want to go out while you're pooping.
Happened to Elvis.
You don't want to go out while you're pooping.
Sad way to go.
Okay, you ready for this? This is a really interesting article. I just had to click on this. Homeless Russian cat saves abandoned baby boy.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
I have to give us a little more.
in Moscow. See, I got confused because in Idaho they call it Moscow, Idaho, but in
Moscow.
Russia it's Moscow.
Oh, I just realized those two were different.
Yeah, they're different. Trust me.
Same place.
I
Trust
thought I'd
me.
been to
Easy
Russia.
mistake happens.
We're
all
just
the
going to
time.
drive to Russia real quick.
I'm just gonna get in my car and go to Moscow. A homeless cat in Russia has won praise for keeping warm a baby boy abandoned at a chilly entranceway. This kid got abandoned, and the cat slept next to it to keep it warm and would like cover it, and it saved the boy's life because they were like, "What's going on?" And there was a cat on top of a baby.
I don't want to like maybe poke a hole in this, but what if the cat was just trying to keep warm because the baby was warm?
Yeah,
You know what I
maybe-
mean? Like maybe the cat was trying not to die.
Here's this.
I mean, I appreciate their
Here's
teamwork.
this. If that's the case, then why did the cat chase the boy when they picked it up, and they followed the boy to the ambulance?
because it was cold.
No, I like that. I like Mike's
Did he?
version.
Yeah, sorry.
You know what? You know what, Monica?
Just me ruining things.
Hey, Nick, welcome to the
Did they?
podcast.
Hey, what's up?
Are they best friends
Yeah, wait.
forever now? Are they best friends forever now? What
I don't
happens when
know.
my cat dies? Oh my god!
Police.
I'm getting so
The
sad.
way this episode ends is police have launched a search for the parents while the baby is being cared for in the hospital. But the cat lives in this hallway of this apartment complex, and it actually is taken care of by all the residents. Like they all love the cat and they take care of it.
That's good.
Cat's safe.
That's
Oh,
cute.
They just left the baby there.
Yeah, they left the cat's safe. The baby's on another street.
Parents are like, "Ooh,
Don't
that was
worry.
ours. Sorry." And left
Don't worry,
it
we
to-
got the
Oh.
baby away from everyone's favorite cat.
My B, guys, my B. That baby was ruining your kitty cat time. We
I was
understand.
wondering where the cat was.
I gotta close some windows because I have like Survivor and all that crap open still. So this is actually related to how my week went. Is I purchased the best thing of my life this week. It's for my girlfriend's
Is it a
cat.
Cobra snake gun.
No,
No?
I already purchased that. Why would I need to?
I feel like a cat would like that, though.
I
A
bought
lot
my-
of moving parts.
Katie, I bought a rifle to strap to your cat's back. Tiger cat.
Tiger cat.
Tiger gun.
Tiger cat.
Tiger cat.
Tiger cat.
Tiger cat.
Tiger cat.
That's great. Okay.
But I bought for this is so stupid. I spent $40 on a jersey for Katie's cat,
Jersey, like
a
a
Seahawks
a
jersey.
Seahawks jersey.
And on the back it's
For-
number 25 Perman, Purrman.
Oh my god.
Do you think the cat will like wearing this?
That's the thing. Is the reason I got this is because Katie. Oh shit! I probably wasn't. I might have to bleep that out. I don't know how to bleep things out.
Do you want me to show you?
What?
Yeah, you know how?
I mean, here's what you do. Let's just talk about it on the podcast
say it
because it's
again.
really interesting
Beep.
for everyone. Yeah, you say beep.
And I go beep over. I'm gonna do that
Just
now.
whatever you say,
That'd be
then I'll go beep.
I was gonna say get it off YouTube, but I'd like it much more if you just say beep.
I'm gonna re-record me saying beep and beep that out.
Just
So-
drop it in there and then pull out the Katie.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Beep that
Well,
one.
you just said it again. What time?
And then do it
That
again.
that's
just
amazing.
so you can
'cause that
practice.
was exactly at 38 minutes. So thank you for doing
Are we
that.
not allowed to say her name anymore?
No, I don't think so. I can call her and
What
ask
do
her.
you mean
Maybe,
you don't?
maybe
We have said
Let's
it before.
call her right
we
so-
have.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? She doesn't listen. Who cares? It's not anything bad. Okay. Beep. And so the cat, I got the jersey because the cat wears a harness because she walks her cat. Maybe I should beep her name. And I've walked the cat too, which is really you just hold onto the leash while it wanders and you follow it. That's all you do. But because it wears a harness and it wants to go outside all the time and wear that, we think it'll wear the jersey.
Oh.
And if
Okay.
not, it'll shut down. It'll be adorable anyway. So I don't care.
It is funny when you put like stuff on cats and they don't like it. It's like worth it just to have it so they can hate it for a second.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, is it fluffy? I
I-
never know about. I only
I don't know.
I put sweaters on my dog when.
I don't know. It's like it's meant for.
Sad. It is
I
sad.
put sweaters on my dog in the dark when it's like Tuesday and I'm all alone.
He's dead now. Not because of the sweaters,
Because
but
you want the sweater.
I just loved him too much and he died of cancer.
Oh, fuck.
We might want to beep out this whole segment.
I'm sorry. Okay.
But yeah, so I got the cat in Jersey. Way to go, Monica! I'm super happy.
How was that my fault?
Because we were talking about happy things and then you're like, my dog died of cancer.
I love him very much.
I love your dog too. You're a great dog.
Luke, his name is Luke.
Luke, you're great.
You're great, Luke.
Luke, you're great.
Can we shout out my cat who died?
Yeah.
Angelo.
Angelo.
Angelo, you're great.
You're
You're
great,
great.
Angelo. We
Hey,
miss
Slinky
you.
and Docker, you're great.
Oh, and Sammy and Belle. Let's
Sammy
talk
Bell.
about all our
You
dead
guys are
pets.
great.
Can we call this episode the Pet Cemetery? It's so dark.
Oh, God. Okay.
Oh man. Okay. Whew, all right.
I saw something good on Instagram.
Oh really? On the
It's
gram?
Kardashians. No, I'm just kidding. I saw, somebody took a picture downtown Seattle. There was a guy who is a barber or maybe
Oh, yeah, this
newly like becoming a barber.
that
Is it
sound
on
like-
there?
yeah.
Okay, cool. He was going around and just giving homeless people haircuts and like shaving their beards and stuff for free. It was really cool. So yeah, the picture is like this guy sitting on the sidewalk with like the whole like
That's
hair
really
cutting
sweet.
poncho. I don't know what it's called.
Did they just stand?
Yeah.
I feel like barber chair is like a hard one to move.
Right, so he was in front of. He was doing his beard in the picture, so I don't know how he was. But yeah, he just had him sit on the sidewalk and then was just cutting their hair.
When you first
Pretty
texted
cool.
me that, I thought you were like, "There's a homeless barber." I'm like, "That sounds way terrible." And then I'm like, "Oh, okay, all right, I see what's going on here." That's a guy just
You
cut
gotta
people's hair.
just
and he's
find him on the street if you want to get a haircut,
and it's free. He just loves cutting hair.
No,
If you
was
like
an
it
actual-
shaved, because that's all he's gonna do, or he's gonna take your hair and put it up in one like hand and
Top
just
knot.
cut it.
Just
Yeah.
just cut the top off.
Everyone's wearing it. You get a top knot, and you get a top knot. Oh my gosh! Can we take the
Anyways.
quiz? Because I'm really excited to take this quiz.
I want to do it.
Yeah.
All right. So the quiz today, because it's you, Nick. Which fictional badass are you?
Ooh.
That a
You guys
good
think
one?
I'm a badass?
Yeah, you're a
Because I wore a
badass.
leather jacket here.
You did.
And you were like, watch out for that guy.
Watch out for that guy. He's kicking jukeboxes
I
and
think he
starting
might
him
smoke
up.
cigarettes.
He might smoke cigarettes. We're gonna get that started again. She
I don't
smelled
smoke
like
cigarettes.
cigarettes.
It's a filthy habit, and if you do it, you should quit.
Unless you don't e-cigarettes.
Cameron, I was just messaging Cameron.
Cameron. Cameron, you're great, but you better quit that shit.
Cameron, seriously, just drink more Diet Coke. Oh, that's terrible advice.
My brother's
Way
calling me.
worse, maybe.
It's terrible.
Trying to
advice.
take a quiz here.
Fucking A, Mosh.
Wait, do I pull it up on my phone too?
Nope, I do it for
Oh,
you.
right,
He's
you
gonna
do.
do
You,
it.
you
Right.
do.
I
yours
do it
in
for you.
advance.
I just tell you the question and you answer it in one of these.
Well, wait. What's the harm in me seeing your phone?
I don't know.
Nothing.
There's no harm in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think if anything, it would help me.
Because you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
All right.
Like I can definitely see it.
But you're not
The
going to see. You're
advantage.
not going to see her
So
answer.
the advantage of
Okay.
him
and you guys are
seeing
going
my
to
phone
answer
would be
differently.
Okay, I'm just gonna do this blindfolded. I
Okay.
changed my mind.
Okay. What? All right.
You should probably leave for
Yeah,
this part.
I'm
and
going
then
to yell
we'll-
these.
Just-
Hey, Nick!
Just text me, and I'll text you back.
Nick said.
So, guys, our iMessage isn't working, so we're going to have to take a pause on the podcast. All right, what motivates you? I crave justice, duty, pursuit of knowledge, money, friends, love for my family, protecting my people, booze, taking what is mine. Those are all very serious, except for
Jesus,
booze.
and just like
What motivates you? Pursuit of knowledge, duty.
Who first?
I crave justice. You first.
Okay.
Money, friends, love for my family, protecting my people, booze, taking what is
I
mine.
have to say booze. It's my demon.
Blame it on the booze. It's fine. What did you say,
it
Monica?
motivates me, and I motivate it. I don't know. I didn't say anything. Friends, maybe.
Yay!
Aw, that's the most positive one.
Thanks.
You're really digging yourself out of that cat grave.
Cat grave.
Burning. Like, Monica's around. You're going to talk about her dead dog again.
What do you like to do when you're alone? People watch, drink. I hate being alone. Work out, chill with my pets. Not Monica. Sing. That was really terrible. You're great.
You're great, Monica.
Sing, work on stuff around the house. Read or brood. People watch, drink. I hate being alone. Work out, chill with my pets. Sing, work on stuff around the house. Read or brood.
Love to people watch. That's my thing.
People watch.
Yeah.
Awesome.
None of these say just lay in bed for too long.
Yeah, I know. I was actually.
Could you hang out with pets because they're ghosts with you?
Now I just think of like you making a pot and your dog putting its arms around you and helping you make the pot. Some casual ceramics.
That's cool.
That was the best
Making
Patrick
a
Swayze
pot.
mime I've ever seen.
Just
Yeah.
It's like he was wearing mittens, really, is what it looked like.
I don't want to use
Pottery
my
with
thumbs or my fingers.
Yeah, sure, I'll go chill with my pets. Cameron's my dog.
You're my dog, Cameron. What are you drinking? We have coffee, beer, water, orange. Is that orange juice, Monica? I think it's orange juice.
Where, that green shit?
Yeah. Oh, it's green. See, that's why I asked you. 'Cause I can't see colors very
That
well.
looks like
It
a
looks
smoothie,
orange.
like a
Smoothie.
green smoothie.
Red wine, white
Is
wine.
that orange juice? See that?
Tea. Shut up.
Color
Shut
deficient.
up.
Oh my god.
Right? That's like
Whiskey.
really green.
It's like a kale drink.
Yeah.
Whiskey and martinis. And Monica, you don't be so mean about my color deficient.
Well, the question is, what are you drinking
Is that
now?
currently? Or
What are you drinking? I don't think it means now. I think it means.
I'm going
like-
to take it as it says on the thing.
So
I'm
you
going to say
bring
water
water?
because I'm driving after.
All right, that's nice.
Good
Good for you. Oh, that's great for you. That's good. That's good.
You guys are getting
I'm
all
gonna
hopped
go
up on
with
Sprite
the-
before you go
Yeah, I
driving.
know.
I'm all hopped up on Sprite.
Where's my soda? There's no soda. That's a martini. That's not what I want. I'm going to go
You went with the orange
What
juice.
did you go with? I wanted to hear your thought process. Can you tell us more about it?
kale juice is what that looks like, and I love kale.
Did you pick that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's your hidden talent? I'm crafty. Good with kids. Public speaking. I make great time when I'm driving. Sounds very dangerous.
Speeding. That's my talent.
I'm a great dancer. Math. I'm a good mentor.
Oh.
Seduction. All my talents are hidden.
I'm so good at a lot of these things. So
I'm going to go with seduction.
You gonna go with seduction?
Seduction?
Nice.
I kind of stumble into it most of the time, but it
Ooh,
works.
seduction.
You're like, wait, what's happening?
Put one in the seduction column.
That's great. I will say, what is this? Is a hidden talent? I will say, as much as I talk about hating the kids, I am actually really good at what I do.
So you're saying I'm a good mentor?
No, I'm good with kids.
What's your day job? Are you a temple guard?
I am a temple guard. I know it seems like I wouldn't be good with kids, but I am.
When I hug them and they scream and I pull them into the
Just
temple,
pull them
they're
into
way
the
into
thing.
it. They're super into it.
And when they give me their pennant, if they have one, I'm like, "You're great," and then they run off.
She speaks English?
Yeah,
how would
she's
you
just a white girl.
how would you describe your type? You're not no makeup at all. Just like that. As you're dressed, I'm a temple guard. That's creepy. How would you describe your type? Passionate, dark and brooding, and possibly sexy people. Sassy and sarcastic. No comment. I have a thing for gingers. Into fetish stuff. Rugged and slutty. Those words don't connect. Don't make me
I
choose.
disagree, and I'm going to pick that one.
You're gonna pick rugged and slutty.
I'm going to pick rugged and slutty.
I don't know.
Don't make me choose.
Is that what you picked?
No, not at all.
Don't
but
make me choose.
that's,
Rugged and I guess that makes. Yeah, that does make sense.
rugged and
So,
I
like,
don't
if it was
them
a
slutty,
lady
though.
who was rugged and slutty, she would be like a biker chick, and she'd, like, punch you in the face,
see,
but then like
and then suck your dick.
yeah.
I was thinking of like punch you in the face and suck your dick. Oh please no! Oh why? I don't want rugged and slutty. I don't want rugged and slutty.
Oh God, I think
I was for some reason when I hear rugged, I think of a lumberjack. I'm like, oh, they could be slutty. They could be boning everyone a lumberjack.
What else are they doing out there?
That's a good point. Getting wood.
No, I liked it.
Second dick joke. All right. I would
Impossibly
put impossibly sexy. Because
sexy people.
I think
Ooh, this next one's
certain
hats.
personalities. Thank you.
Oh, this next
Never
one
mind.
is hats.
It's not important. I'm done talking. It's not as important as hats. You're right.
So is it the hat that I wear or the hat that I am?
Just pick a funny hat.
Keep telling us about impossibly sexy people.
I think that
Okay, I'm
there's
gonna look
some
at the hats.
personality traits that I find really sexy that aren't necessarily like physical,
Really? Like minds?
like confidence and intelligence, and people who don't think I'm retarded. That's a big one.
You see that, Nick? She just described us.
I'm gonna take the crown because
Except for the last part.
Yeah. I want to be a little king.
You want to be a king?
Yeah.
So there's hats. There's a spinner baseball cap, a Viking hat, a witch hat, an Uncle Sam America hat, a pirate. No, actually, that's like a.
Well, let me think
revolutionary
about
Is there
this
more
because
than one
it's a
pirate?
silly hat, so it's clearly not a real crown.
Yeah.
It's like a dime store crown. So I'm going to revise my statement and go with coonskin cap.
And there's a coonskin cap. There's 2 pirate hats. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go with the crown.
You're gonna crown?
That middle pirate hat I thought was a samosa.
It looks like a Revolutionary War hat. That's what it looks like. I don't know. What's your secret weakness? Too sarcastic, stubborn, maniacal rages, vanity. I have none. I trust too easily. Too uptight. I don't trust anyone. Indecisive.
Okay, first of all, I don't think too sarcastic is a weakness. I think
that's
is
an X-Men power.
Yeah.
So that's Monica's
That is
weakness.
I don't trust anyone.
I'm going to say indecisive.
Indecisive?
Yeah, that's my secret weakness. This is the most
Oh,
real I've
dude.
been on a podcast ever.
Dude, well, that's what we do here. We get real.
We can't-
Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go climb this aggro crag.
Oh my God, is
I
that
don't even
the
know
quarter
who
the whole
this
time?
is.
You don't know who it is?
No,
Tell us who it is.
I don't know how to say it.
Oh, you got Daenerys Targaryen.
Isn't
Sure.
she?
Dude, this is some nerd shit.
Isn't she
H-
Jean Grey
She's
now?
the she's the queen of dragons in a Game of Thrones. It's a good one. That's a really good
she
one.
She looks pretty badass.
Yeah,
not
she's
gonna
really
lie.
badass.
She says, "You're just now stepping into your own power, but there's no going back. You're naturally protective of people, which is both your greatest strength and weakness, and a born leader. Call it instinct or birthright, but you know you're destined for
Birthright?
something more. Time
Monica's
to claim it."
Monica's like, I am
Boom.
a Nevi, and I am the
An elf
queen.
tried to kill me, and I made it. So look out,
So
everybody.
before I tell what you got, Nick, I'm going to say what I got, just because you're the guest and you should go last.
Thank
have a really-
you. Thank you. You're great.
You're great. I got Han Solo. When I
You
did
got
this
That's a
Han
quiz.
good
Solo?
one.
Scoundrel to some, hero to others. You're only out for yourself until the right noble cause falls into your lap, and even then, it better come with a handsome payday. You're streetwise enough to sense a trouble a light year away, and then head full speed right towards it. Why not? That's the line is. You know who you got though, Nick? I'm really excited for what you got.
Tell me.
You're gonna love it.
I'm gonna.
I
love
think.
it. I hope.
We're Wolverine.
Oh no, that's a really good one.
Yeah, that's a
no,
really
I'll
good
totally take
I
that.
know you're a comic book guy. Honor, friendship, beer. A loner who hates being alone. You live by a code, but rules go out the window when it comes to protecting your friends. Maybe you move around a
Yeah.
lot. Maybe you're still figuring out where you fit in. But in the meantime, you'll keep being the boss at the best at what you do.
Being the
Oh my God.
boss.
I can't read it's blue text. I have trouble with colors.
No, it's fine. It's the most beautiful
So-
thing I've ever heard, and
Oh,
it's
thank
very
you.
true.
You're the best you are
I'm
at what
such
you
a
do.
Wolverine.
You are.
Such a Wolverine.
And then there's this picture of shirtless Hugh Jackman.
That's
with claws.
That's after he got kind of roidy. I think that was
He
one of the
did
more
get
recent
really,
ones.
Thank you. He did get really roidy. He got a little too roidy.
Days of Future
Hey,
Past
Hugh.
is a real good movie, but it got a little roidy.
It got a little
like,
roidy.
yeah.
It was a
Hugh,
little roidy
Hugh,
at the
chill
end.
out, okay? Chill on the roids. You're veiny, okay? Now, I want to go to the charity.
Oh,
Are you ready to do that? I mean, or we can
I could do
can
it.
wait. We can wait.
No, I wanna do it right now.
It's at 51 minutes. We're kind of getting to the end here. We can keep talking after. It doesn't matter. But I want to talk about the charity.
okay.
Nick's got the charity.
I didn't talk about the charity. I
This
have
is-
one too, but
And Monica has one.
Okay, Monica's got one too. This is a charity that I worked with for a little while. I volunteered for their art season. They were nice enough to give me a place to let James Adomian perform for 3 days. They had Les Stand Up come up from Portland. It's called Gay City, and they have this art space now, but their main thing is that they do free testing for LGBT people, and It's really important because we're all sluts and we're all Wolverines.
We're all Wolverines.
Throw everybody under the
We're all
bus
rugged
there.
sluts.
Rugged sluts.
What's crazy is we're all Wolverine is on there.
What if that was just like
Their
some
sign.
weird stereotype that people had to be like, oh, the gays? Oh, rugged sluts. Those
Rugged
guys.
sluts,
Just
those ones.
rugged sluts.
So yeah, I guess you can like donate to stuff for them, or just go there and get tested. Or if you're a straight person, there's other places to get tested. I guess there was a comedian who had a joke about like going to Gay City even though they were straight, and I actually thought it was a pretty good bit. But I was like, you shouldn't be doing that.
You shouldn't be doing
You
that.
shouldn't be doing that. That's funny.
Monica, you want to do your charity?
Yeah, I'm actually on this. Well, not on this. I'm kind of a part of this, but February 23rd at this wine bar that I forget what it's called. It's a fundraiser for this charity called Cancer for College, and it's actually a really cool thing. Me and Brian Moot are like doing time on it, but I kind of looked into what the charity is, and it's basically an organization that helps give scholarships to kids or people who have survived cancer and now are going to school just
really
because
good.
like it really obviously like your parents, maybe they saved money and then they had to use that for your medical bills. And so now they're providing them scholarships to go to school. And so the girl who contacted me actually works for them because she went through the program. Essentially, she survived college too, I guess. Survived cancer, and then went to the University of Washington with their help, and now works for their organization. So, and Will Ferrell is actually on like their board of like their executive board for the whole organization. So it's like a big thing, but it's a really cool. Like I didn't know
That's really
anything about it,
nice.
so it was cool. It's called Cancer for College.
That's
really
really
good.
nice. I like that a lot.
lot. So yeah, me and Brian Moot are going to tell some jokes at an auction for them.
Boom.
What do you auction on? Do you know yet? Are you privy to that information?
No, not yet. It's a nice wine bar place. It's like a wine tasting thing, and then auction, and then it seems like very important people. I get to sit at a table with some of the bigger donors because they wanted one of the comedians to sit with them. So I'm sure I'm going to ruin that for everybody. But but it's it's
Just
cool.
don't talk about your dead cat. And
the
it
girl,
should be fine.
he's a dog.
Oh.
Is your event called Taste to Educate?
Yes, that's it.
All right. It's going to be at the Lucia Restaurant and Bar on February 23rd at 6 p.m.
There you go. And so the Como News did a little like interview with
blurb?
the girl, that like booked me, and she. So if you want to know more about it, it's on their website. I know
You're
that.
on Como News?
Not me, but
Oh.
I mean the event
They
is, I
mention you.
suppose.
That's still cool.
No.
Yeah.
It's like from Click 98.9, Brian Moot and Funny Girl, Monica Nevi. I'm like, thanks, guys.
Pew, 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 pew. Funny girl, Monica Niven.
Hey.
Well, yeah, check those both out. Gay City Cancer for College. And thank you for being on the show today, Nick.
This was wonderful. You guys are great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're so
You guys
great.
are great.
You're great.
You're fierce as fuck.
You're a rugged slut.
Oh,
All right, you blurred boxes. Have a good one. You're great.
You're great.
You're great.